Now let's move on to the process, which I suppose can be as pain-free or as painful as the people you choose to get involved. I'm specifically thinking about the solicitor. Nick, what can you as an estate agent do to sort of ease that transition?
Communication is absolutely key. I think the more the agent can talk to the client, to the solicitors, to the other agents that may be involved in the chain is the difference between a painless or a relatively painless sale or a very complicated one. So it's an agent that's prepared to actually work for their living, not just rely on someone else to do it all, be it chasing up the chain, chasing up the solicitor or whatever it may be. You
say who are prepared to work. Do estate agents work harder for the buyer or the seller?
Be in no doubt, our client is the vendor. And that's as far as it goes. We are there to look after our client and get them the best price. Now, clearly, in that process, you want to look after the buyer as far as one can, but your client is the vendor.
That's a very honest answer, that estate agents work harder for the vendor. But the buyers themselves want to know that they're being looked after too. I've been in many situations where you do feel like that you really don't matter that much.
To a degree, today's buyer is tomorrow's potential client. It goes back to transparency and communication. I think so long as people feel they've been looked after and treated fairly and equally and know what's going on in the process, then they know what's going on, and I think that reflects much better on the agent than the one who tells them little or nothing.
With regards to the buyer needs to feel comfortable that they're paying the right price, and the only way that they're going to feel that comfort is if they're dealing with an experienced agent who, albeit looking after the seller, is one who can give them that knowledge and that comfort that they are paying the right price, and hopefully that will be the price that is justified for the seller.
So how does one choose the right estate agent?
The three reasons why you're going to choose the right agent are, number one, you'll choose somebody who you trust is going to do the best job for you. It's a people business at the end of the day, and that's vital. That person who you trust is probably going to be the one who has the knowledge and the experience of delivering the best comparable sales, and so they've got the best track record. And thirdly, the one who's going to present your property in the best possible way, because the two things that a seller can do and has control over when selling their property is the presentation of it and the pricing of it.
Also, it's about the reach that you can have within your business out to potential buyers or to potential tenants. It's not just about attracting people within your local community and your local markets. There are people from much further afield that we sell and let to that come from Asia, North America, and they are emerging markets. You go to a bigger organisation, you may pay a slightly higher fee, but the potential return and the quality of buyers looking or the quality of applicants looking is going to be surely greater, I would like to think.
That brings us on to a question that has actually been sent in. Is open house a lazy way of marketing, or does it really get better results than a private one-on-one visit to properties?
In my experience, private one-to-one viewings are more productive. I think you can get more from a buyer focusing your energies on them individually rather than assuming that all buyers will be in the room at the same time. If they're not within that time frame, then you're going to lose potentially your best buyer. So I would generally plump for the private viewing.
I think that the good thing about open houses is that they get lots of people through the door, and actually if you want to achieve the best possible price for your house, you need to get footfall through your front door and you need to get the right people in. So they have their place. The problem with them is that they tend to have a time limit on them, so you don't necessarily know you're going to achieve the best possible price. What my suggestion to most of my clients is that make sure you don't push the price of your house too high, because you won't get the right people through the door. Buyers are very well educated nowadays. They can see exactly what other sales have gone for, and if they think a price of a house or a flat is too high, they simply won't come and see it. So it's very important you get that price right.